Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. This is going to be my review slash book talk slash gush of Every Single Lie by Rachel Vincent. Now, all of this information is coming from me about 10 minutes after I finish this book and just need to talk about it. Need to go on a rampage of this, so it's going to be all over the place. I already know it. And this is going to be full of spoilers. I'm going to first do a little non-spoiler bit, like explaining the book, and all of that. Then we'll go into spoilers, and those spoilers are going to be like spoilers. Like, you'll hear what I say, and you won't be able to okay, just bear with me. Just bear with me. This is going to be all over the place. Like, I'm literally in my pajamas filming this because I need to get my feelings out. I need somebody to talk with this about, but I don't have anybody, so camera it is. So Every Single Lie, we follow a 16-year-old girl named Beckett who one day when she walks into this girls' change room and finds a baby in a gym bag. That gym bag is her boyfriend. That is not a spoiler. And it is a story of trying to figure out who's the baby's parents, as well as uncovering some things about her father's death 7 months prior, 6 months prior, 7 months prior, and all of that. I love this. 5-star, honestly, so good. It had me on the on the edge of my seat, just being like, who's the parents? It took you a bunch of different ways. It was like, oh, this person could be the parent. Oh no, this could be the parent. Oh no, this could be the parent. And then there's this chunk where there's information where it's like, so wait, what? And then when it's finally revealed who the parents are, it is the last two people that you would think. Like, I did guess it right, because I was like, well, what if it's blank character? And then I was like, but wait, no, that's not possible. Oh honey, it is. Oh, it is. Now, I'm just gonna get to spoilers because I couldn't contain it. So, we entered this book. I'm basically gonna explain this book. We enter this book where Beckett, a day before, broke up with her boyfriend Jake. And she then goes into the change room because I can't even remember why. I literally read this over the last 24 hours. But she goes into the change room and she's just sitting on a bench, and then she sees this bag and sees the baby in it, and obviously then the police get called. Her mom's a police officer, her mom's the detective on the case, and she knows that the bag is her boyfriend, so she assumes, her ex-boyfriend, so she assumes that Jake is involved with this somehow, and that he cheated on her because they've been dating a year and all of that. Then everyone assumes that Beckett's the mom because she's the one that found the baby. Everyone thought that it was she faked it, she was didn't want the baby, it was dead. So everyone kind of assumes it's her. There ends up being this Twitter account created that is all posting everything all about this, and the Twitter account will come later because who it is also shocked me. So then Jake gets involved in it, and then DNA test for him comes back negative. Great. Then it gets blamed on Beckett's brother Penn because his t-shirt was found in the bag. Why? Jake left his bag at Beckett's house. Penn thought that the gym bag was his because he isn't the same one, a map, it's the school's gym bag. So he thought it was his. The t-shirt ended up in there. That will come all back into play later. So then we go around thinking, oh, is it Penn and his girlfriend Daniela, I think? Oh, no. Then we find out that Penn slept with Beckett's like ex-best friend, Amira. But then Penn gets a DNA test and it comes back that 25% of his DNA matched the baby's. Therefore, that the baby is either his niece or his half-sister. Now, the baby ain't his, the baby ain't Beckett's, the baby ain't Mom's, the dad's dead. But Beckett has a younger sister named Landry. You get where I'm going with this. Turns out, the baby was Landry's. She's 13. Like, mind blown. So, like, the entire time it was like, who's the parent? Like, who's the mom? Who's the dad? Like, do we know, like, all of that? There was a point that we thought that the dead dad had an affair right before he died and resulted in a child that would have been the high school student if it would have been. So we're freaking out about that, as well as uncovering the, like, dad's past of, like, yeah, he was in the like the army and, like, served multiple times, and he ended up with a, like, broken leg that ended up addicted to, like, oxycodone and, like, those type of things, and ended up dying because of mixing the oxy and, like, whiskey. He, like, died on the living room floor, and Beckett found him. So, like, there's all of that. There's Beckett finding out more things about her dad's past. Like, he was essentially, like, forced into the army because it was either go into the army or go to jail. And all of that. We deal with, like, and then, like, the very end, it's like the second last chapter, I think, so, like, chapter 19, I think, is when revealed that Landry's the mom, but she's also the person that created the Twitter account that was blaming Beckett and giving Beckett death threats. People were threatening to kill Beckett because she caused the baby to die, because everyone thought Beckett was the mother, when it turns out it was Landry and her friend, like, making the account, and it turns out Landry was the mom. And she gave birth at 13 in a girls' locker room with the help of her best friend, who was the only person that knew she was pregnant at 13. Oh my gosh. And then, like, I don't know. And then it's just, fuck. This is literally my brain right now, is like, I'm trying to think of other things to say. But, like, genuinely, like, this book is just so good. If you've read this book, please, please, please comment. Please DM me on Twitter, DM me on Instagram. Like, I need to talk about it. I'm literally gonna shove this down anyone's throat that wants. Like, it's like a contemporary with a dark themes and a mystery of, like, whose kid is it? And, like, I'm just, like, imagine, like, first of all, like, I was putting myself in Beckett's shoes. I was like, imagine finding a dead baby, then finding out that that dead baby that you found is your niece. The dead baby was the niece, like, was Beckett's niece, who online was nicknamed Lullaby Doe. That Landry, obviously, like, she came up with that name, and there's this whole plot line of, like, the, like, one of the school's clubs raising money for a funeral, and it's at the funeral where Landry just breaks down, and then Beckett puts two and two together. And, like, I think I was jokingly, I was like, okay, so obviously the baby's, I was, like, going through my head, I was like, obviously the baby's related to Beckett. It's not hers. Yeah, we as readers know, and she literally proves it by, like, going to a gynecologist visit, being like, yep, baby hasn't come out of there. talk to like her mom, because this is after like the DNA test comes back. So it's obviously not Beckett, it's obviously not Penn, it's obviously not the mom, not the dad. And then I was like, well, then I was like, okay, like I didn't rule out the dad immediately. I was like, can't be Landry, she's 13, like why would it be her? I was like, so we were going down a rabbit hole of, okay, it was the dad, who was it, like we'll never know. It was obviously, originally we were like, oh, obviously that baby's like the half sister, nobody's gonna know. Then at the funeral, Landry starts crying, like not just a shed, but like sobbing, immediately knows what it is, like, and Beckett immediately was like, wait, she wouldn't be just crying if this was if this wasn't her baby. And it is, and it's just like the reason why Landry had the baby and the intentions of keeping it a secret and all of that are very, very weird. Like, she slept with a boy her age, like a year older than her, and it was like her best friend was like, keep it a secret, keep it a secret, keep it a secret, and she trusted her best friend, and like hug, and this is like mainly just me sharing my initial thoughts, but like, oh my gosh, I knew I was gonna love this, but I didn't expect it to literally like rip my heartstrings in half. Like, there was a line, I'm gonna go find it. Like, there's literally a line in the epilogue that literally had me crying, and it's they're visiting the grave of Lullaby, which is the name that they refer to the baby as, and this is what Landry says is, sleep well baby girl. And I started crying because like I could not imagine that. And it's like, she's 13, a mother who gave birth to a stillborn baby. Like, that is just insane. It happens, and this kind of like puts into perspective that, yeah, there are 13-year-olds out there having kids. They shouldn't be, but they do. And this is not going to get onto like a rant, but like a mini rant of like, this shows that like it happens. It statistically happens. And like, Beckett and her mom are like blaming themselves for this, for not paying attention to Landry and not like noticing that like, oh, she was borrowing Beckett's sweaters to like obviously cover a bump, and like, it's just like insane that like, fuck, like, it's just insane. And like, I don't know, like, this just like, it kind of almost puts you for an emotional loop, because it's like, first you try to figure out whose parent this baby is, and then once you find out, you sympathize, and then you're like, it like, wow, like, fuck. I literally don't have words. Like, please go read this. If you're at this point, you've probably already read it. But this, I literally just needed to film it. Like, I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight without talking about this. Like, it's just insane, and because there's so much going on, but yet it's a linear plot that there's like, everything is just kind of like, yeah, you know at the end of the story you're gonna find out who the parent is, but you don't think it's who it is. I've said that before, but like, genuinely, this is a great book. It just shows that like, this also takes place in a small town, population 5,000, I think it said. So like, it shows that like, there's toxic small town drama as well going on, and like, this makes, I think it makes like national headlines. It definitely makes like city headlines, maybe even like county or like state headlines, and like, it's sad that things like this do happen. But I'm gonna leave this on a happy note and say that I enjoyed this. But I hope you enjoyed this video if you made it to this point. Nobody probably did. But bye.